Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Baltimore. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Lamar off to play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. While the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a big... The ball's out! The ball's out! He lost it! And the Colts pick it up! Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now, following the turnover. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Escapes the pocket. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Hardy on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He takes off left on this 2nd down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Now here's Lamar. This one's taken in by Hill. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And the Colts will take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. Option give to Taylor. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
They'll run another option here, this time to the left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's got it on the bootleg. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Trying to get it with the option. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He'll cobble together a yard there. Play made by E.J. Speed. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Flowers will go in motion left. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. Now Jackson off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Looking for a throw here. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing now on 1st down. Cut out left. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Looking to the air here. This one finds Taylor. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
The Colts are ready for the punt. Deontay Hardy to return this for the Ravens. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Completed to Flowers. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Third and just 2 to go. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Just 1 yard on the play, a couple of real nice stops, forced 4th and 1. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Taylor. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They go play action on first. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is, is a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I love throwing on first down, and when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. Got his target. It's Granson. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They are throwing it again. This throw is caught. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So third down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Baltimore running its offense out now. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. Cuts it to the right sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face 2nd down. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
We see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Julian Blackman. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Lamar now from the gun. He finds Aguilar. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Oh, but we've got a flag on the play. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Setting up a throw. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Ravens will go on offense. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They put Flowers in motion right. First down throw for Jackson. He completes it in traffic. And that That tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. A third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Play action now with Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, here's Lamar. That's caught at the 4. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts ready to take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. He smartly won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. They'll throw it. Gets this one to Pierce. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll send him over right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Jackson now on third. Finding Flowers. And he's out of bounds past midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
One of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Here's 2nd and 2. Gets this one to Andrews. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Aguilar with the grab. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They put a receiver in motion right. Play action. Here's Jackson. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal a little bit tougher here. They go play fake with Jackson. Completes this one to Hill. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
A tight end in motion now. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, Good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. The Colts offense getting one final possession here in the half. And they may not be able to take an knee safely this close to the goal line. Might need to run a play to end this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Out come the Colts as they've got it to begin the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is picked up by the Ravens. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Play fake, Jackson. Taken in by Likely. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. 2nd and 15. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Lamar now from the gun. Throwing this back in the end zone. And this is knocked away incomplete. It's a good play, but I don't think it's going to matter. We've got a flag back by the QB. He may have been hit late on that one. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Now Jackson off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Got his target. It's Hill.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
And on 3rd down, the Colts going with a nickel here. From the gun, Jackson. He's on the move. He's running for it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bullock's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Colts offense set to head out. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is a textbook 1st down completion.
Well, John Harbaugh's challenged plenty of calls in his career, and he's got the red flag out once again. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Taylor now up the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens are stopped on the return and now have it at the opposing 45. Out of the gun, Henry. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends motioning right. Lamar off the play fake. Likely's got it right side. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Motioning the tight end left. Now Jackson on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one's rejected at the line. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got it! And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Trying to run with Henry. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Third and goal, Henry. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense making its way back out now. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Big game downfield. All the way, touchdown, Indy. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardy on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Henry on the option. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They send the tight end in motion left. Changing it up here, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Short pass brought in, and he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Ball at the 33 for first down. They kick the running back in motion. First down, here's Lamar. This one's to Andrews outright. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Man, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Henry running left. Room to run inside the 20. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And the Colts sending 6 DBs out there. Dive package, 3rd down coming. Another run for Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They'll motion a tight end left. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. This finds Likely. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. Motioning him from the slot right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Now Jackson. He's on the move. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So that flag is declined, and now that's going to force this offense into a 4th and goal decision. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Running it after the penalty. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. He's trying to push the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now a toss play, Taylor. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. A pickup of only 2, and now it's 4th down.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. He's got it near midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lamar out of the pistol. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Completed to Flowers. And this one doesn't go far. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 23. Finding Flowers. And he gets this forward to the 19.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They bring their tight end left. Jackson out of the gun on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense running back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Cut out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw it on first down. Finds his man Downs. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 4. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense up to the line fast. Throwing from the gun. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Throwing it again here. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He'll throw it yet again. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Option give to Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. Has it in close. And he'll only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
So with less than 1.5 minutes to play, they must recover this onside effort. And no dice on this kick, the Ravens recover. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Running for it. Here's Henry. And they take him down right along the 30. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Ravens in victory formation and content to just knee this one out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.